On Monday, Apple released more than just another reason for your kids to hate you. They also released 2 new computers for professionals, the updated Mac Studio, as well as the all-new Mac Pro. At this point, every single computer that Apple makes has their own internal processors. This is exciting, but it's not perfect in every way. Let's talk about it. Apple's brand new chip is the M2 Ultra. It now has 24 CPU cores and 60 GPU cores, which is nuts. And you can get this new chip in the updated Mac Studio for $4,000. But what if the Mac Studio isn't enough for you and you want even more? Introducing the Mac Pro. Maybe you want even more processing power. Well, you can't have it. You get the exact same chip that's in the Mac Studio. But what if you want even more graphics performance? Maybe you want to install a dedicated graphics card. Well, it doesn't work like that. Well, what if you want to update your memory later on? You can't do that either. See, the problem is that Apple's new chips are all one single piece. You've got the processor, you've got the graphics, and you have the internal memory that is shared by both, all on a single chip. This means that in terms of performance, there's literally no difference at all between the $4,000 Mac Studio and the $7,000 Mac Pro. You're not going to be able to update your processor, graphics, or your memory on either of these computers, so make sure you buy exactly what you need when you order one. So then why does the Mac Pro cost an additional $3,000 for the exact same specs? Other than a few ports on the outside, you are literally paying $3,000 more for 6 PCIe slots. Now, the number one use for these slots, at least on Windows computer, is going to be a dedicated graphics card, something super powerful by NVIDIA or AMD, but these cards will not work on a Mac computer. All of the graphics are coming from the chip as you bought it from the factory, and you're not gonna be able to upgrade it. Now, just a few years ago, there were some very useful PCIe cards that professionals needed. For instance, video capture cards, 10 gigabit Ethernet cards, cards that add storage or more Thunderbolt ports. But in the last few years, most of these companies have started making external devices that do the exact same thing but can plug in with Thunderbolt rather than PCIe. Now, yes, PCIe is still faster than Thunderbolt, and in some very niche cases, you might still need one of these crazy cards. Maybe you want some 100 gigabit fiber network connection. I don't think you're gonna be able to find that in a Thunderbolt connection. You're going to have to buy a PCIe card. But for 99.9% of people, I think this computer is absolutely overkill. You can get literally the exact same specs in a much smaller, more convenient computer and save $3,000. Now, I personally don't care about either of these computers, but it's probably not for the reason you think. I am still so happy with my M1 Pro MacBook Pro. It's hard for me to even imagine a computer better than this. 95% of the time I have this closed up, I'm using it as a desktop replacement. It's powering 2 4K monitors. I've got a million peripherals plugged into it, including a 10 gigabit per second Ethernet adapter. I'm editing 4K video and huge files in Photoshop. I've got too many tabs open in Chrome to count every single day, and the computer never has felt sluggish to me. I'm sure these new computers could export a video in Premiere a few seconds faster, but the editing is so smooth and navigating the operating system has been absolutely flawless. I just don't really feel any need to upgrade at all. Not only is this the best laptop I've ever owned by far, this is the best computer I have ever owned by a mile. And now that I know it's possible to own something this powerful in such a small and convenient package that can be used on my desktop or it can be used as a laptop when I travel, I have no desire to go back to a desktop at all. Speaking of video production, the biggest sale in video of the entire year started right now. It's called 5-Day Deal, and you can literally get $4,500 worth of video related products for just $170. Now, of course, there's no way that you're going to be interested in every single product that comes in these bundles, but check it out for yourself. If you can find just a few items you're interested in, this is still an amazing deal. In this list, you'll find tutorials, visual effects, sound effects, music, LUTs, and so much more. All of these products are broken down into 3 different bundles: the main bundle for $98, the pro bundle for an additional $39, and the complete charity bundle, which comes with everything, which is an additional $29. This year, F-Stoppers has put in a tutorial called Maximizing Your Shot List with Minimal Gear. Patrick and I have recently shot 2 of the largest jobs of our careers. Even though over the years our projects have gotten bigger and bigger, Our camera gear has gotten much smaller. Now I travel with a single backpack. And in this tutorial, Patrick and I sit down and we talk about all the gear and our thought process going into both of these jobs. As I said before, there's no way you're going to be interested in every product that comes in this list, but check it out for yourself in the link below, because if you can find just a few things you're interested in, this is still an amazing savings. As you can probably guess, this is only lasting for 5 days, so make sure you check it out right now.